Looking into a little session on tips and tricks of on Designer. So actually what I'm trying to get is to run a report in a new window. So let me start with building a visualization, or actually assemble a visualization. I already built and created some reports to start with. So let's start with a blank screen. And actually I'm going to put the main element on the screen. So I got a bunch of elements. So we're going to take the transaction by card type, put it on the screen. So that gets me something like the filters. So I can add all the filters to my screen. So I got all the selections actually in here. So additionally, I'm going to add my little run button here. So I'm going to put the submit button onto here, put it on the center of the screen to make it look nice. So I got a second report that I want to use, and that one is creating a PDF, but I don't want a PDF to run somewhere in a little tiny window. So therefore, there's a very easy way to do that. So you go to containers. Actually, you see in containers, you got a bunch of elements, and one being the link tile. So if you drag and drop that link tile on the screen, you can resize it the way you want it to be resized. You could also move it somewhere else. And then the link tile here can now be designed. So as you see, on settings, there's nothing to select. There's a simple trick. Go to outline, and in here, select the container, not the content to start with. So as a content in here for the link tile, you can have the background, which is just what is displayed in here. So I'm going to use a simple image being a little PDF icon. Of course, you could change a different size of that icon or have whatever you want to be displayed. Again, if you click it, you see, you can also have a tooltip, which like create PDF. So then I can select that when somebody clicks on that link tile, I want that link tile in here to run something. And that thing I want to run is my little PDF output. So there we go. So it's a PDF document. I'm going to put it on there. Of course, in here, you got the link title element. I could also, of course, you got that expand and whatever toolbar thing, turn them off if you don't want them. So I got my image, I got what I need. So I got that one. Now I can tell it to attach parameters as well, which means I'm going to send the parameters to that link tile. I can select if I want to have a viewer, which is going to be a pop-up window, or I can go to new window. So I'm going to go for new window, and that's all I needed. So run it. Of course, you could improve the sizing of those elements here a little bit because it looks quite, a little bit messy. So you could do whatever you want to in the background here. But if I now select something, like let's say I'm going to go for credit data here only, I'm going to submit it. It's going to change the elements in here. Of course, we can change the second one as well. Submit it. So, oops. Actually, I wanted to take one single card type, submit it again. So it's only one card type, and there's the icon. If I click on the icon, it's open up the PDF document. Again, it's not a nice PDF, it's just to show, but you see it's respecting all the parameters. So it's credit and some values in here. So if I change that one, let me resize it again. So if I change that one from credit to debit, I can submit it here. So it's going to be reflected in here. Click on that one. It's going to show me debit cards only in here. So it's a nice and easy way to get to that new window thing. Again, personally, I also like the new window. And instead of using the viewer, which is a nice mix of both. So if you run that one, you get your report. Difference now is that one is not going to open up in a new window. It's going to open up in one of those overlay documents here for PDF, which is a nice one. So you got a best of both worlds. So you don't get it in that little tiny elements, but you're not going to get a new browser window. So you can resize it in here or close it again in here. So you get best of both worlds. Simple and easy way to open up something in a new window whenever you don't want to do it the way we did before. And that's actually it.